Hello Wayers, my name is Walter and I joined Way just a few months ago. I would love to thank all you guys that have been posting your stories and feelings on the Facebook page of the Way group. I want to thank you because perhaps you don't know, but every single post of yours is full really of bravery and incredible advices for each one of us. And for each one of us, I would just love to say thank you to all of you, and thank to all the other Way members who have been writing a comment and giving you an advice to your stories. And these other people then make Way Group such an amazing support machine. I joined Way because, like all of you, I lost the person who I loved the most. I lost my wife Jodie in March 2019 due to a sudden illness. We had only 18 months of our marriage together when she passed, but in the years we spent together, we created lovely memories, and she gave me the most precious gifts of all. My daughter Lena, and Lena was only 4.5 months when Jodie passed. Jodie was an incredible human being. She was a very inspirational woman. She went through lots of health issues during her life, but she never lost her smile, and she was really able to touch so many people's lives in so many ways. And despite everything she went through, she had the power to never lose her smile, and to look at life always very positively. Of course, when I lost my wife, I didn't feel the same way. I did fall in a very dark place, and I didn't know how to come out of that place. I didn't want to talk with anybody, and I really closed myself because I wasn't either capable or able, or I just didn't have any will to talk with people about what happened, my feelings. And day by day, month by month, I spent an awful lot of time by myself, and I was getting scarier and more afraid every day, and I had so many fears. I had so many things going on in my mind. It wasn't just a chaos. It was just a chaos in my head, and I think at some point I was scared of so many things. I wasn't even able to understand what I was scared of. But I was scared of forgetting my wife, and that exactly what I was doing. Not talking about my wife, not talking about the memories I've created with my wife. I was slowly losing my wife for the second time. And I also felt a liar. I felt I was lying, because in the urology that I wrote for my wife at her funeral, I promised to my wife that I will always look alive in the way she did. And yeah, I wasn't doing that at all. So when I remember what I said in my urology, which was let's be all of us more like Jodie, and what I meant is just to be positive, to be proactive, to help people. I mean, she went through cancer, and despite that, she found the energies to write a blog because she thought that then sharing a journey would help someone else. She was incredibly selfless. So after 10 months, there I am, trying to be more truthful to my words. And so after 10 months without talking about anything that was relating to my wife, I pushed myself to just go out and think about those words. And then I end up talking with a perfect stranger in classic Jodie style. She could talk with anybody all the time. And that's what I exactly did. For the first time in 10 months, I was talking about my wife. I was talking about the day when she passed. And I was talking about our memories, our travels together. I was talking about our baby girl with a stranger. I'm not actually even sure I gave him a chance to say something. I think I talked continuously for an hour, I think. But all of a sudden, for the very first time, I felt that I was getting connected to my wife again. So for every memory I was sharing with this guy, I felt I was building piece by piece my wife again, her life, what she did, and in that very moment I also understood two very important things. I understood what my fear was, or actually I should say what my fears were. Mainly was the fear of forgetting, and was the fear of forgetting my wife, so just completely lose my wife, lose our memories. But also I understood that I was really scared about losing myself. Because as you guys know, when you marry somebody, even when you're just in a relationship or a partnership with your wives, with your husbands, with your the people you love, you start bonding so much that you become just one person, just one unit. So when I lost my wife, I at the same time I lost myself. And I didn't know, or I forget who I was, and I was forgetting who I was. But when I was telling them memories we had together, I wasn't only in a way reconstructing my wife life and and in body and soul. I was also putting together a little piece of myself. So I was building my own self back. And I start thinking all the lovely things my wife taught me in the years we spent together. And I thought, the first thing I thought was, she always told me that I was very special. So I told myself, and I'm telling you, we are very, very strong people, and all of us, we are very, very special. We always need to think about the people we lost. They were in love with us. And if they were in love with us, it's because they found something really special in us. They thought we were extraordinary human beings. And this is exactly what we think about our loved ones. They thought we were capable of anything. And that's why they spent and invested their lives with us, created a family, traveled, have children, buy a house. And this is because they trust us to overcome everything along our journey together. In that moment, something in my head clicked, and I thought, whoa, wow, I don't feel numb anymore. I feel alive again, because I felt my wife so close, and I thought, this is the first time in 10 months that I actually feel connected again with my wife. This is working. This way of me talking about my wife and sharing the memories is really, really helping me, and listening myself out loud. I thought, whoa, wow. I need to tell somebody. I need to share this. And at the same time, again, because I was telling so many memories of my wife, I thought, when my wife went through cancer and she wrote that blog, despite everything she was going through, like what we are going through grief. She's terrible, horrific time. But maybe if I can share my journey with you, the same way that my wife did 10 years ago when she was going through cancer, and she shared that blog to let the people out there knowing what was working for her. Maybe I can do the same. Maybe I can affect just one person out there that is watching this video, and thank you for spending your time to watch this video. I know how time is important and vital, and is an absolute luxury to have. So thank you very much for watching all the video. But I thought, if I can affect just one person, and that someone can take an advantage from the words I'm saying and I'm sharing with you today, maybe that someone can be inspired to do the same, and affect someone else who is at a different stage of his grief journey, and then that person will affect someone else, and then someone else, and then someone else, and then someone else, and then someone else. And all of a sudden would be so many of us, and we are not gonna be alone anymore. We're gonna be helping each other out, and this is exactly what Way is about. Way is about supporting and helping. Way is about giving you the right advice. Way is about people that are bonded by a very similar cruel experience, but then are also brave and strong to give you and to use the right words to pick you up when you most need it. So the tips I can give you for you, and especially in this very important week, which is Mental Health Week, is tip number 1: be honest with yourself. Do exactly what you feel is right for you to do in that particular moment. People that are surrounding you, they love you. They will never judge you. They are there to support you, not to judge you. So just do what you feel is right. Tip number 2 is reach out, and don't be afraid to ask an advice to people that have been in that journey. They know what means going through grief. I personally refused I refused since my wife passed any advice or you know, from my family and friends to talk with a professional, because I always thought then the people who could really help me are the people who have been in that journey before me. I don't want to talk with someone that might give me an advice because that is his job. No, that's not really click there. But I always thought I want to talk with people that know my pain, you know, that know my feelings. We don't know each other private journey, but we definitely know each other pain very well, unfortunately. And so again, reach out. You are not alone. It's many of us, and we are here to support each other. And I would like to just finish this video. First of all, I'll send you all my love, and I will just start say something. Then also, it's important for me to tell you, which is forgive yourself. I personally blame myself since the first day I lost my wife, because I always wondered if I could have done something different to save my wife's life. Give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance to not to move on, but to move with it. you don't forget the people you loved, because your feelings are always here, always treasured in your heart, but you can move with them. You can move with your feelings. I would also say, be thankful. Be thankful to yourself. Be thankful to the great human being you are. And again, think always about your loved ones. They loved you. You must be special. Remember that. And the last one is, love yourself. Be kind. Be kind with yourself. And lastly, if you want to reach out, if you want to know how I've traveled along my grief journey, so how I went from the beginning to today, so in this 16 months of grief. If you have any wonder about not what you should do, because I have nothing to teach you, but I'm very happy to share with you everything I know, which is my personal experience. But you might find in my journey something that is important for you as well as it was for me. And with this I just send you lots of love, and be happy and trying to be peaceful with yourself. Lots of love. Bye bye.